Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your favorite Fat Boy Ray coming at you with another Fat Boy Takes. How are you guys all doing this wonderful evening? I hope you're all doing great. I'm doing well. I'm still a little sick, just so you guys know, so I'm sorry if I sound scuffed. You might hear me, run out of breath. A boy's fat, but I'm also sick, so that shit don't help. But yeah, on today's pod, we're gonna go over the Fat Boy picks for week 6. Then we're gonna do Fat Boy picks week 7. I'm going to sprinkle some fantasy in there. I've been noticing that I haven't really been talking about fantasy. I kind of need to get back on that because a lot has been going on. So I need to start talking about fantasy more for the people that actually pay attention to fantasy. Also, we're going to go over the picks. I'm going to do Fat Boy picks for the NBA, the 4 opening games that ESPN is playing. The games on Tuesday are Pelicans Raptors, Lakers Clippers. I'm going to pick the winners for those 2 games, and then I'm going to pick the winners for the Celtics Sixers games, Nuggets Blazers. I'm going to break it down and tell you guys why I think I'm going to pick those winners. And that's pretty much it. Should be a short, to the point pod, nothing crazy. Your boy been hella busy lately, been grinding hard at work, so your boy's tired. Just so you guys know, so if I sound like shit, I'm sick. I apologize. Also, I want to thank everybody that's been messing with the pod. I've been getting some international love. That's pretty cool. I think that's great. I just want to thank everybody that's been liking the pod, been subscribing. Don't forget, the pod's on Podbean, Apple Podcast, YouTube, Spreaker, I don't know, iHeart Music. I can't say that one. But yeah, thanks to everybody that's been showing your boy love. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
What the fuck, Siri? Dude! It's okay, Siri's going bonkers over here and I have her muted. But yeah, thanks everybody. Yep, so that's pretty much it. That's what's on tap for today's pod. Let's get to it. Let's go, boys. Let's go over the Fat Boy picks for week 6. Your boy feeling good. Your boy went 11-3. Fuck this mediocrity shit. Your boy finally picked fucking good. Let's go. I went 11-3. I ain't taking no motherfucking shots today, motherfuckers. Let's go. But yeah, here we go. So I picked the Giants. I picked the Pats over the Giants. Ding, ding, ding. Your boy was right about that. That Pats defense was just disgusting. Daniel Jones didn't have such a good game, but that's what happens when you play the best defense in the NFL right now. So I was right about the Pats. I was also right about the Panthers. Christian McCaffrey did his thing, like I said. Christian McCaffrey right now is just on a whole nother level, man. That guy literally, obviously, must start no matter what. Who he plays, it looked like it don't matter right now. Christian McCaffrey is just balling. So if you have him in fantasy, you already know you gotta play that motherfucker. Also, the Redskins-Dolphins game, I was right about the fucking toilet bowl. The Redskins won. Also, that fucking defense balled out for the Redskins. It's looking like if you have a defense that's playing against the Dolphins, you gotta play that defense because the Dolphins are absolute fucking mess. They're fucking trash. So you gotta play that defense. So whoever has the Bills defense this week, they're playing the Dolphins. I know my buddy has the Bills defense. My boy that drafted the whole Bills Mafia and shit, he has the fucking Bills defense. So if the Bills defense is available in any of your leagues, pick up the Bills defense and play it tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that defense is already rostered anyways. That's one of the best defenses in the league. They're probably going to force 1 million turnovers tomorrow. So I would definitely play the Bills defense. If it's available, pick it up. Play the Bills D. Also, Eagles Vikes. I was right about the Vikings. Their corners are absolute shit for the Eagles. I've been saying it on the pod that if you have any good wide receivers and they're playing against the Eagles, you have to absolutely play your receivers right now against the Eagles. The Eagles secondary is hurting. They're giving up the most yards and the most points in fantasy right now. I believe it's them and the Bengals. So, and Dolphins, if you have wideouts playing against the Eagles, you want to play your wideouts against the Eagles. Texans, Chiefs. I picked the Texans. That wasn't really, I don't know. I don't think that was really an upset. I think it was just a great game. Mahomes and Watson played lights out. But that man Watson just won the battle this time. Good game. Carlos Hyde balled out. 18, I believe he had 18 fantasy points. He rushed for like 100 yards. So Hyde did his thing. The Texans won. Saints, Jags. I picked the Saints. I was right about that. Also Seahawks, Browns. I was right about the Seahawks. Even though the Browns looked much better, it looks like the Browns are going to try to run the ball more. They're going to try to put the game in Nick Chubb's hands. Nick Chubb had a big game, but it still wasn't enough. Baker Mayfield's still struggling. I don't know if he's ever going to get off the struggle bus, but we're going to see, man. We still have 10 games, so the season ain't over, man. I know a lot of people are acting like, oh, teams are taking L's. The season's long, man. It's not over yet. Still got 10 games. Also, Bengals, Ravens. The Ravens just went in. Joe Mixon right now struggling. Can't really do anything against that D. But, yeah, like I said, Ravens took the dub. Niners, Rams. I picked the Niners. I know a lot of people picked the Rams, but your boy went with the Niners. The Niners handled business. Also, the Rams made a trade for Jalen Ramsey, so that defense should get better. I know that defense was getting thrown on a lot, so who knows if that's going to change now that they have Jalen, because y'all guys already know. Having Jalen Ramsey, you pretty much good luck throwing to that side of the field, so we're going to see how that defense looks. I know they've been trying to get a corner forever, and they just got a top 5 corner, so we'll see how that goes. I believe that team, even though I feel that team needs a better O-line, I see why they went after Jalen. You know, they're getting killed right now. Their corners are getting killed. Now they have a lockdown corner. So we're going to see how that trade looks this weekend. He's actually going to play this weekend. So we'll see how that goes. Also, Cowboys, Jets. I was wrong about that game. The motherfucking Cowboys are looking like absolute shit right now. They're a dumpster fire right now. I don't know what the hell is going on. Jerry Jones need to get it together. Tell his boys they need to kick that shit into gear, because that's unacceptable, man. They made Sam Darnold look like Tom Brady out there. Jesus Christ, that shit was bad. But yeah, the Cowboys are struggling right now. It is what it is. Who knows? We'll see how they do next week. Also, I was right about the Broncos. The Broncos beat the Titans. The Titans, the whole QB carousel right now going on. They just look terrible. Mariota's been playing bad. Titans are weird, though. They've been knowing they needed a quarterback. Mariota's not a good quarterback. They're finally going to move on from him. About time they saw the light. Jesus fucking Christ. That guy has been bad for like years. So good for them. They finally saw the light. I was wrong about the Steelers-Chargers game. God damn it. Yeah, but also for fantasy-wise, Melvin Gordon over here crying about touches. Austin Eckler didn't really do much that game. But we're going to see if Melvin Gordon gets all those touches he wants. You know, he's over here crying about touches. We're going to see if he produces now that he's going to get even more touches, because the man been crying even though he held out like an idiot. Most pointless holdout I've ever seen, by the way. Didn't accomplish anything. Literally hurt his team. But whatever. The man wants his money. I think the Chargers should just trade that dude. Fuck it. Get rid of him. Eckler has looked way better. But whatever. I picked the Packers over the Lions. But I'm just going to be honest. The Lions should have won that game. The refs were god-awful. The refs literally handed the Packers that game. I don't know. I'm not one of those dudes that's like, oh, you can't let one play decide the game. No. You can't. The refs have to get those calls right. The refs get paid good money. They need to do a good job. And it's like, what do you do? Like, if they screw a team, they screw them bad. Like, that win for the Lions would have been huge. I believe they would have been tied for first in the division if they won that, or maybe even been in first. but now they took an L. And then the Lions, I believe, are playing the Vikes, so they have a tough ass game coming up. It would have been good to get that win, but you know the refs kind of fucked them. So yeah, obviously I can talk shit about the refs. Them motherfuckers looking like Foot Locker employees, dude. Might as well be fucking absolutely horrible this year. But that's it for the Fat Boy Picks Week 6. I went 11 for 3, so I will not be taking no shots today or beer chugs. Let's fucking go. But I think I owe you guys a beer chug for last time, which I will do. I don't know if I'll do it tonight. It's kind of late. I would have to go buy some White Claws, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to get those. But yeah, that's pretty much it for week 6. I went 11 and 3. Let's fucking go. All right, boys, let's get into week 7. Here we go. Obviously, the Chiefs-Broncos game was already played. I picked the Chiefs. I just didn't tweet it out or anything, but I was going to go with the Chiefs. The Broncos are struggling to score right now. But yeah, I was going to go with the Chiefs. So I'm already right about that one. I'm 1-0, boys. For the Eagles-Cowboys, that is the 5:20 game, so that's the NFL Sunday game, just so you guys know. Just in case you didn't know the time to that game. I'm going to go with the Eagles, even though the Eagles secondary has been giving up the most points in fantasy. Amari Cooper's banged up. I don't know if Michael Gallup's banged up, but the only way the Cowboys win this game is if Cooper and Gallup both have big games. Obviously, they're going to have to establish the run. And I know that the Eagles can stop the run. So we're going to see. But I'm going to go with the Eagles. I'm expecting a big game out of Carson Wentz. So I'm going to go with the Eagles. The Cowboys just look so bad right now. Like, unless they... I know it's a home game. In order for the Cowboys to win this game, they have to pressure Carson Wentz. Their wide receivers have to have a big game. And I don't know. They just need to put it all together to get this W. And I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. So I'm going to go with the Eagles. The Rams-Falcons, I'm going to go with the Rams. The Falcons' defense is a complete disaster right now as well. That's another defense for fantasy. That if you're playing against that defense, you want to play your running backs, your wideouts against them. That defense has been terrible all year. So I'm going to go with the Rams. Also, Jalen Ramsey obviously is going to be probably covering Julio Jones, so Julio Jones might have a rough day tomorrow. We're going to see, because Julio Jones is one of those dudes that even though he has a good corner on him, a safety on him, he still does his thing. But we're going to see tomorrow. He's going to go up against Jalen. So I'm going to go with the Rams. For the Dolphins-Bills, I'm going to go with the Bills. I think the Bills' defense is just going to kill the Dolphins like all game. And obviously the offense is just going to be easy. It's going to be easy pickings for Josh Allen all day. And I think even they'll probably just be able to run the ball all day. I don't see the Dolphins stopping anything. And I also believe David Singletary's coming back, so I'm pretty sure they're going to give Singletary the ball and be like, here you go, boys. Go do your thing, Singletary. Because he's been out like 4 games. He's finally healthy, so he recovered from the hamstring injury. We'll see how he looks tomorrow. I'm pretty sure he's going to get the start. Or Frank Gore, either or. And if you have those guys for fantasy, I'd play them. I'm pretty sure they're going to do great. But I think Singletary will be the starting back. Jags-Broncos. Jags-Bengals. Whoops, Broncos. Yikes, dude. I'm going to go with the Jags. The Bengals just don't look too hot right now. The O-line's just banged up. They can't block for shit. So it's like, good luck, Andy Dalton. He's literally scrambling, or they're trying to run the ball and they can't run the ball because the O-line's just shit right now. But I know the Jags do give up a lot of rushing yards, but they contained Kamara last week. So we're going to see how it goes. But I'm going to go with the Jags. Vikes-Lions. I am going to go with the Vikings. I think the Vikings win this game. That team is just, they've been looking super solid the last couple of weeks. Diggs had a big game last week. I think Diggs needed that, so I think this will help Diggs out because that man was struggling with Kirk Cousins. So
Also, Kirk Cousins has been playing better, so I'm gonna go with the Vikes. Raiders Packers. I am going to go with the Packers, but I think that dude Jacobs will have a big game because the Packers struggle to stop the run. So if you have Josh Jacobs, I would play Josh Jacobs because the Packers literally struggle to stop the run. I think Josh Jacobs can have a big game tomorrow for fantasy, so I'd play Josh Jacobs if you have him. I don't, because the Packers D does struggle to stop the run. But I'm going to pick the Packers to win. For the Texans Colts, I'm going to go with the Texans. I think the Texans, 3 wideouts get it done. Deshaun Watson been balling. Deshaun Watson a must start right now. I think Deshaun's going to do his thing. I'm going with the Texans. So Cards Giants, I'm going to go with the Giants. I think Daniel Jones will have a monster game tomorrow. The Cards defense is terrible. Also, they get thrown on a lot. So I'm expecting a big day from their receivers as well, even though the receivers are still banged up. No Sterling Shepard. But I know Golden Tate is playing. Evan Ingram's playing. He didn't play Thursday, but he's going to play this game. So I believe the Giants have enough to win. Well, the Giants are going to win that game. It's not that they have enough. They're gonna take care of business. I expect a big game from Daniel Jones. Niners Redskins. I am going to go. Obviously, the Niners right now. The Niners will be 6-0 or 7-0 after tomorrow. The Redskins are just terrible. If you have that Niners D, you make sure you play that Niners D. Case Keenum pick machine right now. So yeah, you got to play that Niners D tomorrow for fantasy. Also, you got to play your wideouts against the Redskins right now. Their corners are struggling. When then for the Chargers Titans, I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think the Chargers have enough to win. Let's see how Melvin Gordon does. Mister, give me the ball. I expect a huge game from Melvin Gordon. If he's talking all that shit, he better deliver. Because this man over here crying like a fucking weenie. Talking about, oh no, I need more touches. I ain't getting enough. So we're going to see how it goes. Let's see if Gordon delivers. We're going to find out tomorrow, boys. Saints Bears. This one was probably the hardest game to pick. Because this is like the only game I can see like. This is like the most. I feel like this is like the most evenly matched game. So I am going to go. Also, no Kamara tomorrow. So I don't even know if they're going to have a run game. Because Kamara's a beast. So I'm going to go with the Bears. I think the Bears defense gets this dub. Gets it done. So I'm going to go with the Bears. I really don't like the no Kamara. So I'm going to go with the Bears. Because literally, I feel like I don't think Latavius Murray's going to be able to run on this defense. This defense is great against the run. And I don't think Latavius Murray's a great running back. So I'm going to go with the Bears. That defense should get the dub. They should just take care of business. They'll do their thing. They'll get the W. Ravens Seahawks. This was another hard game, by the way. But it wasn't as hard to pick as the Bears one. But this one is a hard one. I am going to go with the Seahawks. I believe Russell Wilson does his thing. But I know the Seahawks struggle against the run, so we'll see. If the Seahawks can stop the run, stop Ingram, I think they'll have a shot of winning. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks. And that's pretty much it for the Week 7 picks. We'll see next week how I did. I owe you guys that beer chug, that White Claw chug, whatever. I will probably do that next week. But yeah, let's see how your boy does. That's pretty much it for the Fat Boy Picks Week 7. Alright, hopefully I do good for the Week 7 NFL picks. It's time to talk about the NBA opening week. I'm so excited. Yes, it's finally here. Tuesday. The first game is going to be the Pelicans, Raptors. By the way, congratulations to Pascal Siakam. That man just got maxed out. Good for him. He secured the bag, so good for that man. So Pelican Raptors is the first game. I believe that's the 4:30 game. So Tuesday, 4:30 game, Pelicans Raptors. No Zion. Zion going to be out for a couple of weeks with his got a knee injury. That kind of sucks because he was looking good in preseason. I know it's just preseason, little sample size, but Zion was looking legit. He looked ready. But yeah, no Zion sucks. That means Lonzo, Ingram got to step it up to get this dub. Redick. But I'm going to go with the Raptors. I think the Raptors have enough to win. Obviously, they're still going to have a good D. No Kawhi. But I think the Raps take this. I also believe that, the Raps are at home as well. And I think they're going to get their ring. So, yeah. But I'm going to go with the Raps. The Raps are going to take care of business. Also, Kyle Lowry going to have to step up now. Doesn't have Kawhi. It's just, now we know Siakam's the guy. That contract literally is like, here you go, we max you out. You're the man. I think that's a good deal for him. Like, he got paid. He's obviously gotten better every year. He won Most Improved Player every year, so good for Siakam. I'm glad he got paid. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Reps. Expecting a big game out of Siakam. Kyle Lowry has to have a big game. I think the Reps take care of business. I know the Reps still have Gasol, so I'm going to go with the Reps. Lakers Clippers, I think this game is going to be really good. It should be a close one. I'm not expecting a blowout. I will be really, really surprised if it's a blowout. Oh, and by the way, just so you guys know, the first games of the year, all the teams usually look horrible. So this is just like don't take a lot of stock into these games like right away, because every team is going to look bad off the rip, especially the teams that are adding pieces. So, but that's and also I feel like we're getting robbed of a quality game. Like Lakers Clippers, I don't think this should be an opening game. This should be a game down the road, like a month from now, when both teams have more synergy, so we can actually see what they look like. But I'm going to go with the Lakers for this game. I think LeBron and Anthony Davis get the W. I just think they're just going to pick and roll. I don't know how the Clippers are going to really look like. Also, I know the Clippers have been struggling with rebounding in the preseason. Yes, I know it's only the preseason. They have no Paul George. Also, that's another thing. No Paul George. I think the Lakers take the dub. Anthony Davis and LeBron. As a collective, the team will just get the dub. I don't really like the no Paul George. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Lakers for the first game. If the Clippers win, I'll be surprised. Just for the simple fact that no Paul George, a new Paul George defensive player nominee. It's a big loss. 28 points. They're already missing that. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Lakers. I feel like the Lakers take the W. And I'm expecting a big game from Anthony Davis. We're going to see. It's finally time to see what these boys can do. But yeah, I'm picking the Lakers. And then on tap for the Wednesday's games, it's Celtics Sixers. For that game, I am going to go with the C's. I just have a feeling the C's would just have better teamwork than the Sixers. Also, the Sixers have no depth, but I will say this: I am expecting a monster game from Joel Embiid. The C's don't have any lockdown players in the paint, so I'm expecting a big game from Embiid. But I still think that the C's win the game. I think the C's just have a better overall team. The C's can spread the floor. I feel like the Sixers have no shooting, but I could be wrong. We're gonna see on Wednesday. I just think the C's win this game. Also, Ben Simmons usually has a hard time when Jalen guards him, so we're gonna see how it goes. But I'm gonna pick the C's. For the Nuggets Blazers, this is a hard game to pick, by the way. But I'm gonna go with the Nuggets. I think Jokic has a monster opening game. Same with Jamal. I'm expecting a big game from the Blazers guards, but I honestly think that Jokic just goes off and he just gets the dub. Also, the Nuggets defense is legit. Same with the Celtics defense. They're going to be legit, except for Ernest Cantor. But the Nuggets defense, you already know how it is. Well-oiled machine. They all guard well. The ball moves a lot. So I'm going to go with the Nuggets. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the NBA picks this week. I don't really want to talk about the other games because these are like the 4 premier games. So that's why I'm only talking about these 4. So that's my NBA picks for this week. I'm just so you guys know, I'm gonna cover like the Lakers a lot, the C's a lot, the Nuggets a lot, the Sixers a lot, the Blazers a lot. Like the 4 teams that I picked in the East and West, I'm gonna try to cover those teams as much as I can. It's hard for me to watch games though because I work a lot, so I'm gonna have to be watching the games on League Pass, like when I have breaks and stuff. Like, so just bear with me. At first, it's gonna be a little rough. It's gonna take some time to adjust. I am going to purchase the League Pass, though, so I can watch all that stuff. Maybe watch some games when I get home from work. I get home, like, really late, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So I can give you guys some legit breakdowns and stuff. Like, I'm not trying to just, like ramble about shit I don't know. I actually want to watch the games so I can talk about them. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for the Fat Boy Takes this week. I know I sound, like, super scuffed. I was playing back some of the stuff earlier, and you can tell I'm plugged up. Yeah, and I sound like shit, but I'm really sorry. I'm sick. Hopefully you guys enjoy the pod. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the rest of your night. Peace out. Take care. Don't forget to follow the pod on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, iHeartRadio. Take care, guys. Have a good night.